Daughters of the Dust, written by B. A. Carroll. The massive hangar bay door begins to hiss shut behind him, a final severing act. Aurora watches him go, and for a single, unguarded moment, a pang of loss flickers across her face. The loss of a comrade, a mentor, the devil she knows. She knew his last words were a threat, but also a strange, twisted way of leaving a door open for her return. Then she turns, her expression hardening back into a mask of pure resolve.
Well, Nomad, it looks like I've finally outstayed my welcome, so let's get the hell away from here.
She climbs the ramp of the Nomad, her hand resting on the ship's hull as if greeting an old friend. The ramp seals. The engines whine to life, a rising crescendo of defiance and hope. 3 weeks later, the Nomad, a speck of scarred metal, screams through the upper atmosphere after having done a reconnaissance orbit of dust. Turbulence rattles the cockpit. Inside, Aurora, 24, grips the controls, her knuckles white. She doesn't fight the ship, she coaxes it, a muscle memory learned in a harsher school of marauder instruction. Dust, a swirl of ochre and rust, expands in the viewport. A familiar, painful sight.
Almost home. I know I've talked your ear off. It's been our longest run without a crew, but you're going to love my sister. If she's still here.
Having finally spoken aloud her worst fear, she slams her hand hard against the ramp release panel and strides down before it hits the ground. Kaushata Spaceport is almost unrecognizable. Gone is the ramshackle chaos of stacked cargo containers and sizzling food stalls. In its place are clean, white-paneled walls, automated checkpoints, and holographic banners for the Karen Dax Corporation, stability through progress. Mercenaries in sterile white armor patrol with cold efficiency, their helmets hiding any trace of humanity. It feels less like a town and more like a facility. Aurora, cloaked and hooded, walks the perimeter, a ghost in the new machine. She sees the old moisture collectors she and Athena used to check, their surfaces now gleaming and stamped with the Karen Dax logo. A bitter taste fills her mouth. She heads for the location of Sully's old junk shop. The front is now a gleaming Karen Dax recruitment center. Inside, a bored recruiter drones onto a pair of desperate-looking locals about pensions and hazard pay. Aurora slips down a service alley, her movements fluid and silent, to check the storage shack around the back. End of episode 1. Thank you for listening, and please continue supporting the Sci-Fi Taco Podcast, where the internet's best science fiction comes to life.